Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys amazing viewers. I'm so glad to be back here. And we are going to be looking at the new moon energy and what you're needing to know about this energy in regards to your connection between you and the person on your mind. And so we may see a little bit of what's going on, but really we're looking at what is the energy going to be like coming in with this full moon. So this is a domino reading. Yes, I know. What does that mean? I don't know. I've never done one, but it's really calling me to do this reading. So we're going to do the dominoes specific, channeled through my channeling and intuition, and then we will pull tarot just to sort of ground it in some sort of reality, because I'm still skeptical in regards to what this all means with the dominoes. But if we need clarification or just to confirm what we're seeing, the tarot will pull through sort of at the end. All right, so 3 options to choose from for this pick a card. Your timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick, 1, 2, or 3. And like I said, I'll be predominantly looking at the dominoes. And then we'll pull this tarot. So yeah, I'll let you sit with this energy. And if you're drawn to multiple piles, it's absolutely fine. It could just mean there is multiple messages here that may be pulling to you in regards to energy. Okay, and as usual, you can crisscross energy. I could say it's you, it's your person, vice versa, and just don't force anything to make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, most likely not your pile. Okay, I will see you at your pick. Hello, hello, beautiful pile 1. We're looking at the situation going on between you and the person on your mind, specifically with this full moon. I don't know if I said new moon in the intro. For some reason I feel I said new moon, but full moon in Aquarius, although all my readings are timeless. So whenever you click on here, the message is meant to find you. But yes, this is a domino reading, and you know about as much as I do. And we're looking at what's going on here in your connection between you and the person on your mind, and what exactly is going to happen here energetically with this new moon. Okay, and new moon. My goodness, why I keep saying that? Maybe there's a renewal here. You know, a renewal here in this energy pulling through. We'll see. But full moon in Aquarius. It's a super moon, which is heavily charged here. So I'm excited to see what pulls through here, and then we'll confirm with the tarot as well, or see what we need to see with the tarot. I feel this way. Okay, I know they're tiny. Tiny. Okie dokie. So let me sit with this energy for a little bit, okay? And then see, and if you don't resonate with the first bit, because I'm going to see if I can channel or tap into kind of where it's at and what's going to happen. And so if it's not resonating where it's at, sort of thing, then most likely not your reading. So let me just sit with this energy for a little bit. Okay. I feel like there's been conflict for sure. And I think the conflict is in regards to either your person, okay, you could swap roles, not prioritizing this connection or choosing an option here, like what they want. Okay, I feel like there's conflict because someone, most likely your person, is needing to make a decision or a choice. And I think it's caused conflict. And I feel like you might have pulled your energy back, or you might be starting a new beginning, is what I see here. And I feel like this person is really tapping into the potential of this connection energetically. Like they can see the potential in this connection. So I feel like it was definitely imbalanced here when it came to energy. you might have done a lot here in this connection, you know. Sorry, my son's sneezing. So a lot here in regards to masculine energy. Like, I feel like you've been trying in the past to get this connection to its full potential. But I feel like you've just completely pulled your energy back. For a lot of you guys, you might have walked away or just emotionally disconnected here from your person. And so I feel like your person is sitting in an energy here of seeing the potential, okay? Like seeing the potential of what this connection could have been, and is wanting to get this back. Like they're actually wanting to sit in what the connection was before. It's like you were at a certain level emotionally and practically in the connection, and it's like your person's energy that I'm picked up and tapped into here is like, okay, if I'm to shift, I want pile one to be back to their giving self. I don't even know if I were to shift, really. I got to be honest. It's like this person is like in an energy here saying, I want my person to be in the old energy. Of course, I mean, you are giving, and I feel like they were on the receiving end of this, you know, and so I feel like they've stopped getting whatever they were getting from you. And so I feel like you're holding your ground in regards to equal distribution, you know, like this is kind of what I need, and then if I get to XYZ, then I can give you XYZ, which makes sense. But I also feel like this person most likely will have to prove themselves now, you know, like I think it's beyond the point of them just now saying, hey, like I am ready to sort of invest here. Like it's like, okay, well, I don't know, I just feel like your energy, or this could be coming from them, like they're seeing you as someone who's just not going to all of a sudden say, oh, okay, like it's going to be equal, okay, like I'm ready to try. It's like, well, no, like yes, I want things to be balanced and equal between us. And when I say equal, it's like, you know, I'm prioritizing this connection and putting forward effort and doing whatever it is that you felt you were doing here that they were not. And now it's like, if they want to do this, they feel like they got to prove it to you, or you might feel this way, you know, maybe both of you guys kind of feel this way. Maybe you've told them. I feel you've told them. Now it's coming through, or at least this is an unspoken understanding amongst you guys. It's like, okay, we're beyond that now because you didn't invest. Like, just saying you want to invest, like, okay, well, we have to go through this trial of you actually investing so that things can get balanced. I think this is sort of where it left off. And so, no, I think that's been ongoing for some time. Sorry, this is my first time ever reading dominoes. So I think current state is you surrendered and you said whatever, okay, and you left this person with their two pentacles. I feel, you know, you sit in your turbulence, you sit in your indecision, you sit there having to prioritize your own life, and I'm sort of stepping towards abundant, infinite possibilities for myself, you know, and I'm going to put effort towards that. I'm not going to put effort towards a five swords and a five pentacle situation. I need to invest in an area here that's going to prioritize me and put forward effort and energy. So now both of you guys are sitting in some sort of crossroads. You're sitting at a crossroads of, you know for sure that you don't want to invest in the same thing. But I feel like you're in an energy here, like if your person was to do whatever to change the energy, there could be a chance of a renewal here. And your person, as far as you know, is sitting in this need to prioritize and need to choose, where they've been sitting, I think, since the beginning. I feel this has been consistent. This person hasn't prioritized this connection and hasn't chosen you and hasn't taken action. And so both of you guys are now in this state, neither taking action, sitting at your crossroads, and you sort of saying, well, I'm sitting in the abundance of what the universe has for me. So you're still not completely, repulsed by this person by any means. But I think your experience in this connection has proven to you that it was great imbalance. And so I feel like you were able to detach with the potential of what could be and maybe mourn that and make amends and surrender, whereas your person is now seeing the potential of what could be and is sitting with that saying, geez, like, I could have a choice here to attain this, but now I gotta sort of prove myself. Okay, so what does the new moon bring? I think it brings you being in the same energy of standing your ground, of the infinite abundant universe to provide to you, and your person wanting to come forward, wanting reconciliation, wanting to work with you. And I do feel as though you're hesitant here because your experience with this person has been a 2 Pentacles. So I feel here that you you're open to a new beginning, but at the same time I feel like your person is still not showing you exactly what you need to see in regards to them fully committing or speaking in a way here that's going to make you understand clearly what they have chosen. And so I feel like you're still held back or standing your ground. I feel like you're not going to take the first step here. Although you're open to the new beginning, you see there's a potential for a new beginning, and this is a new beginning in regards to energy, because I feel your person comes forward here wanting to, work together here, wanting to reconcile. But there's one thing to just come forward and say, I want to work together, I want to reconcile, and what they actually do. And so you see this person still sitting in old energy as far as you're concerned, because they haven't really shown you anything. So this is what the new, I keep saying new moon, darn it, the full moon energy. So as far as you're concerned, this person is sitting in that sort of crossroads, but now there's this open reconciliation of sorts. So I don't know, like, let's see what the tarot is going to say. Justice in reverse. So there's the imbalance in the connection, and then there's them wanting justice in the situation where they know they treated you unjust. Maybe they're taking you for granted. They weren't bringing to the table the same amount of energetic investment as you were. There's the King of Swords. So strategizing, how do I approach pile 1 so that I know what it is that I need to do and say to bring this balance and bring justice? I need to know what I'm saying and doing here. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is there being an opportunity for a new beginning and a manifestation here that is blocked because somebody's inability to, show up in a practical way to follow up on an opportunity here. And there's an understanding and a looking at this, like anything that's happened in this connection unjustly, your person's sitting there saying, yeah, it's been because I haven't been reliable. I haven't allowed myself to, actually take practical action here on something that was available to me, and now it's unavailable. And there's slow and steady wins a race with the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 9 Pentacles in reverse. This person being unavailable here. And we have the King of Wands in reverse, not taking action. And here we have the Knight of Cups. And under that, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. And 10 Wands in reverse. okay, so it's kind of the same energy in regards to, I don't feel it's wrapped up in a bow. Like I felt it was open-ended where this ended with the full moon energy. It's like they want a reconciliation, but as far as you're concerned, it's like they still got to show you, and they're still in two pentacles. And in here, I feel like this person can no longer sort of go down the path that they were, knowing it was unjust, knowing that they were not showing up, and so they couldn't move on. They couldn't move on from this, you know, because they want to lean into their feelings and express how they feel here, and they want to attain something. But I feel like this person is sort of a, I don't want to say sneaky energy, but sort of more of a strategist here, because it's like, I want to, you know, engage with pile one, but there was a reason why it was imbalanced. And so I want things to move forward, but I need to deal with the reason why I couldn't show up here. I feel like it's all in regards to a practical way. Like this person couldn't energetically commit in some way to what they were needing to do. You know, like they couldn't. Things might have moved really, really, really slow, or really, really stuck, or were just not happening when it came to what you were needing. And so they sat there contemplating, you know, like, why am I not available? Why can I not be available? And I can see that if I want to pursue this, that I'm going to have to be the one to do this. And so I want to come forward expressing how I feel, but it's like, okay, they've already done this. And so this is what I mean by open. It's like, what's changed here? They're still not, I don't see working with you. I see they're strategizing on how to, you know, like, it's more like have this reconciliation conversation with you so that they're not feeling stuck. Ace of Cups in reverse, because something's ended here, and I feel like, yeah, like something's ended here, and so they're sitting in a 10 wands in reverse, and the 6 of swords in reverse. So let's see if we can, because you're asking about full moon energy. Where does it go from here then? Should we do the dominoes again, since I promised domino? I'm so used to doing tarot. I'm going to do domino. I'm going to do the domino. Okay, so let's see then what happens after this. What can pile one expect, you know, past this sort of open energy, if you will. Okay. So, first thing that I heard is very volatile, but I think that's the wrong word. I just feel like there's a lot of indifference, you know? A lot of indifference here, because I feel like you guys are on two different pages here. And I think this is a big turnoff to you. And I think you're going to be the one who's undecided because of this. Because it's still not to your understanding or level of what you were needing to see or hear. And so therefore it keeps you in this like, wow, I'm uncertain. You know, and then sort of being like, hey, like, ooh, this is the potential, and I can engage in this way. And you're like, well, don't just talk to me, like, kind of do it. You know, do it. And either you say it, or it's just energetically how your energy is sitting here. And so I feel like there is a new beginning. Okay, I feel like there's a new beginning, and I feel like it is balanced for some time. And then I feel like it starts to shift, and it starts to shift where you're sort of the one investing again in this person, and this person MIA, you know, missing in action, goes back to old ways here. And so I feel like you want to work with this person and show up, and this person sits in their conflict, because I feel like this person self-sabotages and just has a difficult time when you show up to carry their weight. And so I see conflict. I see this person getting sort of stuck and held back in their way. And I see you, yeah, like just being the one that's seeing yourself sort of putting forward the energy, and this person more thinking about themselves, like them just sort of taking here is what I see. Okay, so this is difficult to deliver that message, but that's what's pulling through there. Let me see, what does the tarot have to say? So we have the 8 Pentacles in reverse. Oh, that's like a not putting in the energy or the effort or the dedication or commitment required to get something accomplished. It's giving up energy. Temperance, balance, healing, Sagittarius energy. We also had Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the King of Swords, and Libra with the with the Justice. Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Why is this 8 Pentacles here? We have the 9 Swords in reverse, and then why is Temperance here? We have the 7 Cups in reverse. And finally, why is this Queen Wands here in reverse? 3 of Wands under the deck, 10 Swords, 10 Cups. So I think both of you guys agree that there's a 10 Cups potential, but I feel like you're ready to, and you have already probably called it an ending, you know, because of the fact that this person, the proof's in the pudding, and this person didn't choose and couldn't put the energy, and so you closed it. And so this new moon's going to bring forward that potential or that opportunity. But I feel this is reflecting the dominoes. It's like it's going to result again in an ending here and you moving forward, because I feel this person doesn't show up in a way that makes you feel valued and appreciated. In fact, I feel for a lot of you guys may feel used, you know, you feel used. And so it's like you understand that to bring balance here and healing, this person has to clear the noise and close the back door of indecision and put forward energy and effort. And this is sort of the only thing, you know, the only thing here. And so I feel like you've already gone through grieving. I feel like you've already gone through understanding that this person is at where they're at. And I feel like you move forward. And yeah, like I feel like you just leave the situation sort of with the universe halted, because there was a potential that never happened. It kind of got stuck. And now you're like, this person can sort of deal with it. I'm cutting my losses. And I feel like you've been consistently there. Like, look at these 2 hands. One's solid, one's like this. And it's almost like an empty promise is what I feel. You know, like one hand here is like doing what they say and putting the actual energy. And this hand's like, I don't know, empty promise. And so it takes 2 to help each other here. You know, and I think it's not what happens here. The Magician. So Magician is all about us manifesting, but it's about communication, and it's about being in the right energy in order to make something happen for ourselves. I feel like you're in an energy here of Master Magician, like you can manifest your own future. And I feel like you don't feel like this situation is ready because it's stuck, or this person is not present enough for you to work with them as a tool. And you need to work with the tools that you have in front of you in order to manifest what you want. And that would require you putting an end to this sort of dynamic. Devil in reverse. Yeah, like detach. Because I feel like this whole situation has been not good, and this person might have been codependent, you know, on you, or just there might have been some sort of attached, unhealthy dynamic going on here that has taken some time for you to detach from. But I feel like you sort of knowing your worth and not wanting to stay around in a situation that doesn't make you feel good is something that you end up just calling quits from here. So this is Virgo and Gemini. And the Emperor So you are empowered to manifest. And I feel like this person, because I'm getting heavy like Empress energy from this, the feeling of this, you know, it's like you understand and feel that your Empress energy here is recognized by yourself. And so you don't need to go off your throne and engage with a person here who has already proven themselves to you as far as you're concerned. And so this is like someone who has already been there, done that, and you're sort of in an energy like, okay, well, show me, you know, show me what you're talking about here. And you're able to hang on to the power that I think maybe you didn't with that devil energy in the past, you know. So yeah, this is what I see here with the full moon. And let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to see if this is something that resonated for you, beautiful people. And I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2. I first time using this deck, which I can't wait to get into, but we're going to use the dominoes. Okay, dominoes to see what is this full moon. I might have said new moon in the intro, I don't remember, but full moon energy bringing in regards to the connection, the person on your mind. And so we'll take a look at kind of where it's at or what has happened to see if this resonates for you. You might want to crisscross the energy. If I say it's you and it's your person, vice versa, then feel free to do that. But don't force any messages to fit. If it doesn't make sense and it's not your pile, not your story, all right? So let's take a look at this energy. And, you know, this is my first time using dominoes to read, using numerology, spirit, and my intuition to see what I see. So let's see what we get for this full moon energy going on in your connection. Okay, so let me sit with this energy, and then we will use the tarot to sort of confirm or see what we see further if we need clarity. So like I said, you might want to crisscross the energy as you see fit. Okay. I see it kind of feels like a new relationship. You know, I feel as a new relationship. I feel like maybe you felt it was okay, like at first, right? Like, I don't know, like there's you, this person, like there's nothing bad, but it's good. Like it's good, they're good. Maybe it's too early to tell. Is kind of what I feel here. Okay, too early to tell. And so then I feel like you weren't putting all your eggs in one basket, clearly, you know, because who knows where this relationship would turn to. And then it seemed like the other person, I feel, and I don't know if this is if you understood this, because I don't know that they communicated this to you, but I feel like the other person felt like maybe they were more interested, or they energetically maybe followed up after a few dates, or I don't know. Like I feel like one person here felt like they were more invested, okay, for some time. And I don't know, could have been they were more invested for a week, they were more invested, you know, maybe with 2 days of maybe texting more, something like this. And then I feel like the dynamic shifted because you, which I was reading as your energy, again, you can flip it, or like, hey, like, wow, this person was sending me texts or was showing energy or more interest here. So you shift your energy based on this person showing more interest, and now that person is kind of cold. You're like, what the hell? So I feel like you're cold, they're cold. I feel two cold kind of energies here, kind of as a power struggle. You know, power struggle of who's more interested and who's less interested. And so I feel like back to your energy, you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether I want to continue this thing here if this person is still in this sort of energy. Like, are they playing games? Are they just, you know, like what do I do here? And then this person is yeah, like as long as this person's sort of not showing up and kind of sour grapes or in a negative, more lower vibe energy, you're just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to sort of do here. So you pull back again, and then this person seems like they're coming around, and so now you're coming around with this full moon, and it seems like this person is wanting to start over, is what I feel. So I think they let their insecurity maybe get in the best of them. And so I feel like you're genuinely wanting to work together and see, and I feel like this person really wants it kind of to start over. I feel like you see the potential, and I feel like this person is willing to put in effort in this potential. And then I feel like I feel a little bit of a mixed bag here. Like I feel like it's going to take some time to develop the trust and the stability in this connection, but I also feel like this person might come to a certain point where they seem like they're a little held back, you know, like there's something holding them back, or where they're not as open, and you're not quite sure why not. You know, why are they not fully open here? But I feel it has been very kind of turbulent up until here to get to this point, you know, and because we're looking at the full moon, it's like the full moon energy is going to bring about you saying, okay, like I'm ready to work, them wanting to clear the slate, start from a new beginning, you seeing the potential, them putting in effort, and then you kind of effort back and forth, and then them hitting this sort of wall, or just not diving in anymore. Like, it's like, I don't know, this person seems a little temperamental, and I feel like there still needs to be trust and stability built, and this is why. So let's see, and what does the tarot have to say about this? Spirit, clear and concise message for pile 2. What is this full moon energetically bringing here in this connection? So we have the twins. Oh my goodness, this is the lovers on this deck. And we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we have Gemini energy. We have the Star in reverse. That's Aquarius energy. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have 2 Pentacles. And under the 2 Pentacles, we have the 5 Swords. You guys, look how interesting this is. So the 2 Pentacles, I was getting 1 and 1, right? Like we start a new beginning here, but then it's like a tug of war, or like a struggle for balance here, which created the 5 Swords. You know, like all these 5s here. So the challenge is created almost from nothing, like trying to gain the power, it seemed like, which could be, you know, new relationship dynamic, I guess, if we're playing games. I don't know. I haven't been in a new relationship, so I don't know what people do, but to me, this is kind of what it seems like, what I'm seeing here. So I can't really sort of read into this energy too much, other than what's showing is like, there's no problem here. You know, the only problem is one person's pulling and then the other person's pulling. And so the real choice to be made here is, but how do you really feel? And lean into the feelings and choose that. Or we could choose to be 5 Swords. And so I think both of you guys are sort of mirroring each other here, especially with the twins, because I feel like the opportunity is this connection. And I feel both of you guys have feelings, and both of you guys are sort of holding yourselves back. And I feel like the potential is at risk here of this connection. And it's at risk because I think both sides are sort of letting their mind get in the way, or strategizing too much about how they're supposed to be. So I feel this really gets in the way of the development of this connection. So King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So let's see, how does this get resolved, or what happens after this? Because again, we're just looking at the full moon energy, but I want to see past this. How does this sort of go, Spirit? How does this get resolved? Okay. I feel like you guys keep taking turns. Like it's like one person needs to open up and show interest before the other person can. This kind of keeps coming through this way. Okay, so I feel like after you experience what you experience, I'm still reading it as your energy. Again, you can crisscross. Experience what you experience with this person. I think you are undecided. You know, and this person continues to sort of show like they're interested and you're still hesitant. And then I feel like because of this, and you not just giving in all of a sudden because you've already experienced the back and forth and this person sort of showing up and then holding back, it's like both of you guys are sort of holding your cards close to your chest and neither of you guys kind of want to move forward, you know, or at least you're very hesitant here. But then I feel like your energy is like understanding that obviously in order for there to be something built, you have to sort of invest. And so I feel like you take the chance to invest. And I feel like this person kind of goes MIA or leaves you in the dark is kind of what I feel. You know, and then because of this, then I see you and you are guarded again. And like this is just I'm not laughing at you. I'm just, what I'm seeing in the dominoes is just funny because I don't read dominoes. So this is interesting how it's, you guys are gonna have to tell me in the comments. So you're held back, this person shows up, you know, and then you're still, you don't trust. It's like you already fucked me over, you know. And so I see your energy pretty consistent, guarded and held back. And this person, you know, they're a little wishy-washy here. And then I feel like again it's like, but I want a new beginning. And then you go and you invest and then they're held back and you don't know why. And you're like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to focus on myself and I'm going to go and see what's out there, you know, for me. Never mind this connection. And this person, like, I want a new beginning, you know, and you're like, no, like now it's conflict. So I see conflict and I see this causes conflict with them because it's like, well, you were doing the same thing. And it's like, well, no, you were. Well, we're both now very untrusting of each other. And so what I see this ending is you being very untrusting of this person and conflicted and maybe not acting in a way here that you would have been if had this person been a little different. And then this person sort of, I don't know, like trying to show you in some way. So I feel like there's this like codependency in some way within this person trying to latch on when you pull back, you know, when you're sort of okay with letting them go. And then they come back and it's like they try so hard and then they try so hard and they drop the ball. And you're like, well, why would they try so hard, you know, to get me back? And then I finally give in and then they just keep doing the same thing. That's what I see. So let's see. What is the tarot going to show? Spirit, where does this sort of go, end up here with pile 2 and this connection? Justice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, need for balance for sure. The back and forth and back and forth. And neither of you guys get what you want here because, I don't know, new connection, power struggle, not doing the right thing for the other and more thinking of self here, but it's an unjust sort of situation. So here we have the two wands. Twos are all about balance. Okay, choices. And there we have the 4 swords in reverse. We have the Magician, Virgo, Gemini in reverse, and that's sometimes known as, you know, someone who's self-serving. Yeah, self-serving, and like the thing can't manifest here because the energy's got to be right. And it's like it keeps, the energy isn't primed here. Like there's nothing that's you're able to work with, and they can't seem steady here. The Hangman, that's a state of limbo. I need to contemplate. 4 Wands in reverse. This is where it just keeps falling apart. This is like being left at the altar. And that's kind of the feeling. I was like, okay, I'll trust, or okay, you've convinced me. And then it's like, what? Like I'm standing here with, you know, with my fly open and nothing's happening. King of Pentacles. And this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Star, Aquarius, and then the Twins under that again. Lovers, the choice. So, Spirit showing with the Twins, the Lovers, the Star, Gemini, Aquarius. The choice is always up to you what it is that you want. And it shouldn't be dictated by anything other than either you want this or you don't want this. And I feel like the energy here is so dependent on the other person. You know, that it's like, even if both of you guys saw a future and wanted a future, wanted to come together, it's like, yeah, but what exactly is going on here in the 3D? And so then we start to, you know, kind of get into that mindset, and it sort of dictates which way we're going. And so I feel like there's a lot of imbalance and injustice here in this situation because of the fact that neither of you guys are kind of getting what it is that you guys both want, which I feel is this connection. And so there's a lot of pondering, you know, what's sort of the best thing to do. And so a lot of pauses in between. And then I feel like after the pause in between, it's like, okay, like I can choose, you know, I can choose to come out of not answering my phone, or I don't know, like contemplation here. And then you come out and then this person drops the ball. And so then nothing manifests here. And it's like, I feel with this King of Pentacles, this is all about a solid, reliable building of something consistent here. But it's like your energy, because this is the person I was feeling here that was wanting something consistent. And I feel like this is the injustice here. It's like, if you know you want something stable and practical here, you can manifest this, but it's not manifesting here in this connection because of the fact that our energy's too dictated on how this person shows up. Okay, so Wands, yeah, it's like, so I won't go after it. I'll be kind of held back, and then this person senses this, and then they go and they show up, and you know, and then when you buy into it, it's like, well, I don't know, like this person's nowhere to be found. Like I'm gonna pull one here for the King of Pentacles. Like I feel this is predominantly your energy, you know, and this is what you're wanting to manifest with this person. It's like, are you solid? Are you committed? Can I rely on you? Can we build something here? Like this is your question, and I think this is this person's question too. But neither of you guys are thinking that the other person is capable or has the tools for this, so it's not going to happen for you. 7 Wands, yeah, both defensive, both kind of arguing your own position here on this card. Oops, keep spinning around. Death in reverse, Scorpio energy, and the Devil. So they're just toxic. The toxic thing here, I feel, is that both of you guys seem to want stable, a King of Pentacles in the other, because I feel both of you guys are King Pentacles type energy. For some of you guys, this might be a same sex, okay, but not for all of you guys. But a heavy Capricorn coming through here, and Virgo, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like you guys are questioning the toxicity in the other person's inability to commit or to be consistent or to be relied upon. And so you get in your mind about, am I trusting for no reason? Like, but yet we can't let go and move on with this person. And so there's a need to allow the defensives to fall. Like all of the stories that we're trying to upkeep to protect ourselves from not getting hurt, our own sort of thing, we're keeping up and not allowing it to just start over, trusting and going after what we want. And so it keeps the old energy alive in the situation, which is nothing manifests and we don't see what we want. And so it's a toxic back and forth where things are really unjust. And people are in denial of truths, not taking action on their truth. And so it keeps resulting in it not working. And then, Yeah, so this is a back and forth toxic thing. Both people are being very stubborn and defensive in their way. But again, this doesn't show to the end of time. This is just after, after what happens. And this is what I see. Pile number 2. Sorry to deliver this news. Let me know in the comments how this domino thing went, because it's pretty much tied in with the tarot. And so this is pretty interesting why Spirit was guiding me for this. Okay, so I love you so much. And I don't know, if you want this person, go after them, but their energy, I mean, shouldn't really make you fluctuate so much. And I think maybe if this person is testing you, then that's more of a reflection of them. We shouldn't go and be in their energy too. It's like, ask this person what they want, and if they say they want you, then show forward. If they're not showing up here, then I feel like you can consistently sort of be there for whatever timeline you have in mind. And if they still don't show up, then move on and close that chapter, because I think this person is just mirroring you. Like, I feel they want this connection, but I feel like both of you guys are really tentative and pull back like very quickly. It's not given enough time to build the trust, is what I see here. I don't see it as this person has severe like trust issues, although I feel both of you guys aren't trusting each other in some way. Both energies didn't want to get hurt in some way. And so both things is kind of the other, and I'm sure both sides are sort of sabotaging in some way, or holding some sort of resentment getting left at the altar by the other person. And I mean, it doesn't have to be that extreme, but it's like, oh, I texted you, you didn't text me back. It's like, okay, so then that person holds that grudge, and then back and forth. So that's what I see, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful. Pile 3, Rainbow Heart Tarot. I cannot wait to use these cards because I have not yet, but we're going to predominantly use these dominoes. And yes, I'll be channeling using the dominoes. So we're looking at the person on your mind, this connection, and what does the full moon sort of bring in energetically here. And I'll try to tap into what's going on right now so that you know whether this is your connection or not. And then, see what will happen afterwards. But we're tapping into this full moon first energetically to see what's going to come about. And we'll use these dominoes to channel the energy. And then I'll clarify or do the tarot to sort of confirm or add a layer to see if this is totally out to lunch or what, because this is my first time really using dominoes, and it seemed to make sense with the other 2 piles. So I don't know. You guys tell me. So let me channel here with this and see what I see. Okay. So what I'm seeing, and this is how you'll know it's your connection because it kind of passed, it's like things weren't moving and they were kind of stuck, and so you felt stuck in this connection with this person because I felt like this person was needing to make something clear, and maybe they didn't prioritize you, this connection, make it abundantly clear what they wanted, and things were stuck and not moving here. And I feel like you've been consistently giving and being able to work with this person's energy, and I feel like this person was either hot and cold, and they'd show up, or they're just back and forth, or they were up in the air in regards to what they wanted with you. But I feel like both of you guys have been consistent. I feel you've been consistently wanting to work with this person, energetically showing up, and this person kind of in and out, not quite fully as committed here. And then I feel like maybe, I don't know, there could have been an event here in which you guys started over at one point in time, because of this, because I feel like you've been consistently trying to work with this person and maybe they let you down, or for whatever reason we sort of started over, or this person just could have been more focused on self in some way. But I feel like there was a new beginning, and there could have been multiple, but I feel there was a new beginning. Okay, so this is how you'll know it's your pile. And then I feel like this person could have then again been stuck. And so I feel like them being stuck led you to not knowing, like, where's this going to go? Is this the same thing on repeat again? Like, I don't want to be stuck here. It seems that we're reliving the same thing we've already relived in this situation. And so you're like, if I'm around in this connection, then that means I'm stuck because this person feels very stuck. And when I say stuck, it's like they were too afraid to move forward, or they didn't commit to moving forward, or for whatever reason it wasn't moving forward because they were hanging on to something they did not want to let go of, which now made you sort of be up in the air. You're up in the air now because it's like, I don't trust this person fully. They haven't proven to me, and they aren't really there consistently. And I feel like this person either ghosted or just, I don't know, like one thing too many, where you're uncertain of how you could depend on this person. And I just feel like they abandoned you, or you feel abandoned, or they just ghosted is kind of what's coming up. So this upset you. So I see you upset, of course, and so you're upset, and this person just still didn't seem to come forward and make things right. And so I feel like even then you're I feel like with this new moon, it's like you're upset, and this person hasn't really showed up, and you're like, okay, I'm willing to do whatever I kind of have to do here, regardless if this person is stuck or not, whatever I can do. But this person still seems like they haven't decided. They're still stuck here. So I don't know, like, I feel you're kind of playing this person's game for a bit, but I see it shifts. Like, it shifts here because you're like, you know what, like, if I want things to change, if I want to have what I need, what I want here, I have to sort of pull my energy back and focus on what I want. And I feel this is what shifts this connection, because I feel like this person steps out to give to the situation however they can and invest in you. And I feel this person wants to start anew, but I feel like it's because of a very long period of time where things were really, really stuck, and where you were seeing beyond this. Like, you're seeing beyond this, you're still there, ready and available to work with this person, and then you're like, I gotta really focus on what I can do for myself and to gain what I want. And this is what shifts, So I feel like this person comes forward here wanting to invest. So let's see. I'm going to pull the tarot to see if this mirrors that or what. But we're looking at the full moon energy to see. Spirits, clear and concise message for pile 3. Please protect me as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. What is happening here in this connection with this full moon energy? Well, these are very slippy cards. Okay. Judgment. So some sort of karma, some sort of realization with the full moon. It's like, because things were unclear, I have to make a judgment call. That's how I feel your energy was. It's like I keep giving in a situation where it's stuck, and this person's not deciding or moving. And so I feel like you have to take your own clarity in your own hands. But I feel like because you do this, this person also all of a sudden gets a judgment. It's like, oh, pile 3 is now in an energy here of focusing on self, or realizes that I haven't showed up or has been stuck. So now that's their realization that they have to do something here because they were unclear. Okay, 3 wands. Yeah, things weren't moving forward. They were stuck, like I keep saying. And 10 swords. So there's like this quasi ending here, because it's like this person, I don't know. I feel like this person wanted to sort of keep things up in the air and not let you go. And so it's like, well, is it over if it's not moving, or should I end it if it's not moving? But it's not quite over, because I feel like energetically you guys are still sort of intermingled here to see what happens. And I feel like you've been consistently energetically here, despite it not working and it being on pause, or this person just kind of being MIA. There's a star. So this is Aquarius energy. This is all about our long-term hopes and vision for the future. yeah, it's like things were stuck, but there was a hope that there could be something manifested in the future here. And I feel like both of you guys had this desire, this understanding, but it didn't get there. The world, it didn't quite close. So there were endings, but not really endings. You know, it's like maybe there's just no contact. It's like, we're not moving, we're stuck. I don't know where this is going. There's no hope of expansion here. So I felt like a pause, you know, and so it might as well be an ending. This is kind of what I'm seeing. It's like you're having an awakening in the reality of the situation in which you're with this person, and saying, maybe it didn't come to, you know, to a complete end, but it might as well come to an end, and I might as well close it out, because there's no movements towards what I'm hoping to have here, which is a future. Like my hope of something that would be in my ideal, in my mind, of what I want. It doesn't seem like we're going to move there. We're on pause. So I gotta come to some sort of clarity on my own and call judgment on why it hasn't closed out. The Hermit in reverse, and look, the stars in this lantern. So Virgo energy, Leo energy. Let's see why the Hermit is in reverse here. 2 swords in reverse, Death in reverse, Scorpio, and Wheel of Fortune. Stuck. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna get a card here for the Hermit, but I feel like your person's really sort of keeping you in the dark in regards to what the plan could be for the future here. And so you're making a judgment call with no information here. Just the only information you have is that it can't move forward. That's it. 9 of Wands in reverse. So you have no choice but to sort of surrender. It's like, is this person even going to fight for this connection? You know, or what? And so you just have no choice here, I feel, but to surrender to a realization. You know, you don't see. It's really reflected here. You know, you're not seeing, you're left in the dark. This person's not communicating in regards to the commitment. Like, do they want the long term? What is the plan for the long term? What are we going to row towards? What are we moving towards? Like, what are your goals? What is your vision? Well, I'm just not going to share or show or communicate or give any sort of insight to pile 3 and leave them in the dark. And so now we're sort of up in the air, but I didn't let them go, and I didn't let anything sort of transition, nor did I choose pile 3 at all. You know, and so here we sit halted, and it's like pile 3 says, hey, like, I can see that I see nothing. So the only thing I can do is take action on this realization. So let's see past this. We'll pull some dominoes to see what happens after this then. Interesting how the dominoes are reflected here back in the tarot. It seems a little more, I don't know, visual, I guess, if I were to explain to you tarot readers of what I'm getting here with the dominoes. Very visual, whereas the tarot is more like feeling. Yeah, well, it's visual too, but it's like feeling. This is like, I just have these visuals. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. We'll see. What happens after this? A deeper layer in regards to pile number 3's connection here. After this full moon, what's happened here? What happens? Okay, so let me sit with this energy and see. Okay, it seems like it's a rocky thing here, because where we left off, they were stuck. And I think they're still stuck, and this frees you, and you have your judgment. And I think your judgment allows there to be an infinite amount of possibility opening for you to do what you want to do here. But in this connection, you're still conflicted and struggled, struggled like with them. But I mean, you don't want to sit there struggling with them. So you open the door to your possibilities. And I feel like this person senses your energy being conflicted. And so here they come, trying to energetically want to collaborate and work with you and show up in some way. But I feel like you're still in this sort of conflicted energy because you don't know, like, should you trust this person or not, and this person seems like they do seem like they're open, they're open to work with you. And I think the fact that they seem flexible and open to work with you, even though you're challenged, allows you to trust to try again or to have a new beginning in this connection. And so I feel like this might go okay for some time, but I feel like you guys run into some conflict on both sides here, and I don't see why there's conflict. I just see there's conflict on both sides. And then I feel like maybe you're trying to move past this, but this person is still in some sort of conflicting energy. And then what I see here is you still trying to move past this to work with this person, and this person then kind of falling back in old ways and getting stuck. And then you sort of shifting back to yourself, and this person really realizing that their conflict is something that is making you turn away from them and not want to engage in a way that they do want. So it's really how they show up is really the key here. And so I feel like this person starts to want to show up and work with you. And then I feel like you allow yourself to work with this person despite this hiccup, because I feel like you could turn around and get upset because I feel like they've already sort of, bite me once, bite me twice, once bitten, twice shy sort of thing. I feel like you've been bitten a few times here with this person, but I feel like you're seeing that to this person is a sabotager, and I don't know, like they have conflict here. And so I think you can sympathize with their Four Pentacle energy that I keep seeing coming through here. And that's them hanging on to something in their world, or them too fearful of letting go, and them held back. And then you sort of pulling back your energy, saying, okay, well, I can focus on myself, or I could be independent of this. And then this person being conflicted, what do I do? Like, the only way for me to sort of get pile 3 is for me to show up and work with pile 3, and then you work with that person. Because if they're there to work with you, you'll work with them. But if they're not, then you just go do your own thing. That's what I see here. So let's see, past the full moon here for pile 3, what happens with the tarot? Can we see, Spirit, what happens with pile 3 in this connection? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. These cards are very slippy. Okie dokie. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is the thing. I feel this person doesn't bring a whole lot of clarity to you, and that was the problem of why they're held back, or I guess they either can't explain to you, or it's just in their nature. It's in their nature to be in a Four Pentacle type energy. And so I feel like you, because I'm reading you as the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, have to take action on your own clarity. And so when you have uncertainty from this person, you have to make your own. And I think that's what you do and what you take action on. So in the moment, if this person is showing up and working with you and being clear, then you can engage. If they're not, then you go follow in your own truth. And I feel like the biggest challenge here is the lack of communication in regards to clarity. And I feel like this person doesn't know what they want, or is not communicating. They're kind of I feel this person has no clue about, I don't know, like, let's see, the Tower in reverse. So it's like they want to prevent towers from falling, and I feel like that's why they're 4 Pentacles. But I feel like this person can't strategize their way out of a tower falling. And that's the problem. It's like either the tower is going to fall in their world when they realize that they're 4 Pentacles, and they have to allow to surrender so they can move forward in this connection, which will allow some sort of tower to fall, or hang on to the 4 Pentacles and this connection become a tower, and you just suddenly go, you know, embrace some other truth, which is not this person. And I don't think this person knows what they want, because they have to sort of decide, you know, which tower are you going to let fall here? Something has to come falling down here, and I think this person's dug their own hole. Maybe they just kept things up in the air with you for so long now, and it's like, okay, well, there's some sort of illusion they built here with you that they're trying to keep up, that they may want you to buy into. And you're like, no, like, I already see a greater truth. Either you want to work with me or not, or I'm pulling back my love here. Like, I'm not going to just keep pouring love to a situation that's unclear, uncertain, when you're just pouring into a situation here that you feel, you know, is there 4 Pentacles. That seems like it's built on shaky ground anyway, and it's not sustaining. 2 Swords. Yeah, it's like, I think this person sat 2 Swords so long that the 2 Swords already sort of passed them by. And then they're not taking any action or have made any sort of conclusive decisions or action plan at all. And so I think you didn't want to sit in the crumbling of the tower and took your own action, your own clarity. This person is really, I feel, an indecisive or procrastinator. I don't know. This is really weird energy. The Chariot stack again. Cancer energy. Not allowing themselves to move forward for, I don't know, 3 Swords in reverse. Like, it's like, I feel this person feels they're trying to prevent themselves from experiencing a 3 Swords. And now they're in a situation where either way it's going to be a 3 Swords. Because they're obviously tied to a 4 Pentacles situation in their world. It doesn't have to be another connection so much as whatever is in their world. And if they let go, it's a 3 Swords. Because when we part with the illusion, we have heartache. You know, we have to part with something. It doesn't feel good, regardless if it's an illusion or not. It's something that doesn't feel good when we part. And it's like, if they keep this tower up in this illusion, they don't know how they're going to keep it up. Because I think the illusion here is not built on something. So how do we keep up an illusion? And I don't think they want to accept this part of it. But at the same time, it's like, then they're going to have to face the 3 Swords with you, because you're going to go deal with your own truth. This person's in a pickle. 6 of Wands in reverse. This is like not getting what we want. And sometimes it's an energy of needing to examine our ego, and potentially even like missing out because we're not even sort of even wanting to be seen. Like, I feel like this person didn't even take the chance of success here. It's like, because I don't want a 3 Swords, I'm going to not even allow myself to have success or try for the success, or see if I could even have a success. But also the ego gets in the way, because maybe this person lacks a lot of confidence, which is also a form of ego. You know, confidence in their ability to choose, confidence in their ability to know how to decide or take action or communicate. And King of Wands, yeah, like no vision. I don't know. This person seems, I'm just going to do for you guys, because this really seems almost like a person who is very helpless here, held back and can't act. And spirits, if this is you, okay, because it could be your energy, maybe you need more guidance here, but can we get in deeper here, just for the viewer, in regards to this connection? Whatever this viewer is needing to hear, because I feel like this connection's a little challenged right now. What are they needing to know? What questions do they have? What's going to help? Two Swords in reverse yet again. And Death in reverse. A need for change that we're resisting. This is Scorpio energy. It's like we missed our chance when we had a chance to decide because we were so indecisive. And it just sort of passed us by. And so now we're sitting there taking non-action, but things are changing. So what I feel is happening is the person who has no clarity is changing because the situation has to change. I mean, change is inevitable. And so the other person is sitting here watching the change, but not changing themselves, watching this change in the connection, this transformation. And things being imbalanced and unjust, Libra energy. A need for this person to bring justice to themselves by taking action in the sword of truth, communicating and acting on a truth, which is what has shifted, what is changing, what can I embrace, rather than I'll just sit here and do nothing. I feel like this is a do nothing type energy. So the Judgment. So they're seeing this, and I feel like the other person is seeing this too. And this person is just kind of sitting there. Hierophant in reverse. This is our lifestyle and what we commit to, our beliefs, our ideologies, our understanding, and in reverse, it could be a couple things here. So I get that this person, their world is needing to really transform, and they're having a very difficult time with the Four Pentacles of allowing this shift, because that would mean readjusting their whole value system, and they might not be prepared to do this. But I feel like their world, the Tower in reverse, is already changed, and so there is no choice whether they allow it or not. They just have to go with the transition rather than resist. And I feel this person's resisting letting go, because if they were to work with the universe, they would recognize that in their resistance of the Four Pentacles, it makes it more difficult, and they lose out on this connection. Because I feel like the Queen of Cups in reverse is needing clarity, and she's transforming, and so this situation will eventually end for them, and this person is going to end up, you know, either with their Four Pentacles, either which way, and now neither with their Queen of Cups. Because I feel like they can't commit to the Queen of Cups when they're still so preoccupied with their Four Pentacles. But the Four Pentacles is already something that's sort of over here. And it could be a marriage, you know, it could be like a family situation, another contract, like certainly could be a marriage. It's like the marriage has been over. But I'm just watching it here. And a Lover's in reverse. It's like the marriage is over. And so this is a need to choose between two lovers, or like choose a lover. You know, but it's like, I'm just going to sit here in my over thing, watching it fall and missing out on everything. Yeah, and the Six of Wands in reverse, missing out on everything, where I don't win nothing, is what I feel, you know. And the message might be very extreme. Yeah, this could be fears, and I'm not seeing clearly which way to go, and so we need more introspection, or we're just acting out of fear, or fearing the worst, seeing what isn't there. And an end of a partnership. End of a partnership. So I feel like there's an end of a partnership because of this person's inability to act. If they continue to resist allowing the Four Pentacles situation in their life to actually transition and transform. But I feel they're clinging to it, which I feel for a lot of them is another connection, a situation in their world where they know a greater truth but aren't taking action on it. They're seeing it, but they're not doing anything but watching it. Yeah, it's like I can see the Ace of Cups I'm supposed to take, but here I'm just, you know, looking at what didn't work for me. I don't know. That's what I see. In pile number 3, I'm sorry, but that's the energy that's come through, and I love you very much. You'll have to let me know how the dominoes fared out for you. Have a beautiful full moon. I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.